Welcome to Inside Lake Forest. I'm Eileen Looby, your host, and today we're visiting with the Lake Geneva Pie Company, who joined our wonderful community in November of 2011. Let's step inside and meet Jennifer. Hi, Robert. Good to have you again with us.
Thank you.
And Jennifer, welcome
Hi.
to Inside Lake Forest. Thanks for having us here today.
Thanks for coming.
You're welcome. Now, you opened up last fall.
Yes.
Tell me about the history of when Lake Geneva Pie Company began.
Well, my parents and I, we decided to open up a little mom and pop's pie shop north of downtown Lake Geneva in November of 2001. So right before Thanksgiving.
Great. So you kind of 10 years later decided to open up a retail outlet here in Lake Forest.
Yes, we have quite a few North Shore people, so we kind of decided to give it a shot and see if we could bring those homemade pies to everybody home here.
So Robert, you were going to go ahead and jump in on a couple questions as well.
Yes, I was. My first for you, Jennifer, is how did you get started in the pie making business?
Well, my dad has been in the business, food and beverage business, for over 40 years. My mom's been doing bookkeeping for over 20. And then I've also been in the food and beverage business now for almost 20 years. So we just kind of decided to open up a pie shop, try Lake Geneva, and just go from there. We just love food and love baking.
I was going to say, why pies?
I don't think I know the answer. It's just my mom was like, hey, let's open a pie shop. My dad and I kind of looked at each other and we're like, sure, Mom. Okay. 10 years later, here we are, and now with our second location. So it's kind of funny that way.
It's wonderful. It just shows the success that your business has had. And then bringing another, as you mentioned, an outlet here to satisfy your local, your Lake Forest, North Shore clients who probably spend a lot of summers in Lake Geneva.
That they do.
And then now year-round they can get everything right at their front door.
Yes.
Now, Jennifer, you have a degree from Michigan State.
Yes, I do.
And how has that helped you in the business?
I went for food industry management, so it gives you a lot of the behind-the-scenes wholesale. So with the tie-in of food and beverage and then wholesaling and grocery stores and just kind of putting that all together, it's really helped. It's given me a good variety, good background of things to know.
Now, I know Robert wants to ask a couple questions about more specific of what kind of products you provide.
Yes. So my first question for you is, what do you specialize in here at your pie making company?
Everything. The pies for sure. There's cream pies, fruit pies, there's take and bake pies that we've gotten into, which has been very well accepted. We do chicken pot pies for take and bake, quiches, so you have breakfast, definitely a big variety, bacon, ham, vegetables, there's a lot of varieties. Cookies.
So for example, on holidays, what kind of offers do you get from customers? What do they place orders on? What are their favorites?
Each holiday is a little different. Thanksgiving is definitely pies, fruit pies, pumpkin and apple. Easter's more cream and quiches. Christmas is a little variety of everything. And we also do, when we were growing up, my mom would always make our cookies at Christmas. Now granted, we have a 3,000 square foot kitchen now, which makes it a lot easier to make 1,000 cookies. And each year we grow thousands and thousands of cookies. So we make the ones that my mom used to make when we were little kids. So that becomes very popular at Christmas.
I have to say, being a neighbor of at Lake Forest Flowers to Jennifer, I've had the pleasure of sampling a few of the things here, and particularly some of my favorites are your quiches, your pot pie, your pies, and those sugar cookies are to die for.
Sugar cookies too.
So I'm looking forward to sampling a few more things. But Robert, go ahead with your next question.
So my next question is, what types of pie do you sell most at your company?
It definitely is different from place to place, town to town. And Lake Forest here, the Lakeshore Berry, which is raspberries, blackberries, strawberries, and apples, has 4 fruits. That is definitely town's #1 fruit pie. And when it comes to creams, it's the French silk, key lime, which we just won again, banana cream, chocolate cream, and coconut cream. Those are definitely the popular ones. And then there's a few that people order just on a whim. Different flavors, but those are probably the most popular ones.
And what would you say your favorite pie is?
It depends on my mood. One mood you're in chocolate, something tart, some more key lime, then you're in fruit mode. So the berry cherry, which is a raspberry cherry mixture, that one's one of my favorites. Love that one. The blackberry raspberry is a really good one. And sometimes I'm in a banana cream mood.
I love
Whichever
it.
way the wind blows me, or sugar cookie mode.
Well, and I know you've got chocolate chip cookies. You also make breads. Can you
Yes.
talk about the varieties that you offer?
There are chocolate chip, there's blueberry, which is really good, cranberry orange, espresso if you like coffee. Then we do a mocha, which is espresso with chocolate chips in it. There's cranberry walnut. There's a couple more flavors. Raspberries, cherry almond.
Yum.
Yes.
I'm getting hungry. But let's talk a little bit about the pie competition.
Okay.
Tell me about how long Lake Geneva Pie Company has been a part of that competition, and tell me about your winnings.
Well, we've been in 2008, 2009. We skipped 2010 because my daughter came right around that time. Went 2011 and 2012. And we go down to Kissimmee, Florida. And they do a huge celebration down there. It's a whole weekend. They do commercial entries. Then they do amateurs, professional chefs. Like if you wanted to go down and join in and make your own pie, and you could do that too.
Fabulous. So you mentioned your key lime pie won again.
Yes.
That's obviously been a big winner.
We've won with our blueberry pie, our blueberry crumb, blackberry peach crumb, which is one of my favorites too. Let's see, what else was there? Natural apple, which is a no sugar added apple. And we
Okay.
don't use substitutions in that.
Okay.
And I think so far that's about it.
And you also have gluten-free cookies I saw in your case.
We do. I carry them as a take and bake, but just so people know, it's not a gluten-free facility.
Okay.
So it's still in a facility that makes all of our other products. But yes, we
But
do.
yeah.
Pies too.
Oh, super.
Cookies. Yeah.
So for those who may foster a gluten-free diet, they might be able to come and purchase some of those goods.
Yes.
Well, let's take a little quick kind of tour here and take a look at what else you offer. Because Jennifer, you also have some lunch specials.
I do. I have started bringing in our deli sandwiches, and don't tell my mom I said this, but the chicken salad is really, really good. You know what? Mom's had to get too big. No, just joking.
Fabulous.
So, yep, we bring a couple in on croissants. We have ham and turkey, roast beef. And then I bring some of the tuna salad or chicken salad on like a bed of lettuce that
Okay.
people can just take and just kind of scoop up themselves.
Great. And then you mentioned that you have a lot of take and bake products.
Yes, I have fruit pies. I have fruit pies for take and bakes, cookies, chicken pot pies, key limes, French silks that just have to thaw. I have those spreads you were talking about. I do keep some in the freezer. I have some cookies.
Brownies.
Brownies. Yes.
Can't forget the
Very
brownies.
good chocolate chip brownies.
So if you've got a sweet tooth, come to Lake Geneva Pie Company right here on Western Avenue, because
Yep.
this is a place where that will be fulfilled. So Jennifer, just kind of circling back before we do some tasting, talk about some of the fresh goods. As you mentioned, you've got some frozen and some take and bakes, but you've got some ready to go to enter your mouth for that delicious bite.
Just grab a fork and go.
So you've got some pies here if you want to mention a couple of the flavors.
I do. We have, I try to keep a good variety of what people have been asking for or what they really like. So like I have the cherry crumb, I have a blueberry peach crumb, berry cherry, that raspberry cherry one. And then we have the Lakeshore berry, which is the town's favorite. And then I have some of the snack breads
Great.
ready to go. And
Got a couple different flavors here. And the other thing I want to point out is, for those who think, I really don't want a big pie, you know, maybe it's just 2 people living at the household, you've got the smaller size.
those are perfect for 1 to 4 people. Yep.
So it's
They just want a little.
just a little bit, and you think, God, I just have a little sweet tooth. Come and get some fresh baked pies here. You've got the crumble topping and the traditional topping, so there's something really for everyone. I mean, we've mentioned how many flavors. And then what's also great is looking at some of these other gift items. You've got some pie stands, pie cutters. This is really cool. I've never seen that.
They are God's gift to pie people because nobody will argue who's got the bigger piece. 6 even slices and done.
Perfect. And then let's talk a little bit, Jennifer, about the sheet cakes or sheet brownies and sheet pies that you
Yep,
do.
we can do a whole half sheet of pie. So if you're looking for graduations or weddings or a really big party, you could get anywhere from 25 really good portions, or you can even get 50 out of there.
Wow.
So you can do cherry crumb, you can pick your favorite pie, blueberry, apple crumb, and then you could also do brownies. And then we have peanut butter bars. which
Ooh.
are crunchy peanut butter and cereal with chocolate just melted all over the top of it.
Whew. Is it lunchtime yet?
I know.
And the other thing I wanted to mention too and point out for our residents here in Lake Forest is the array of sprinkles for your take and bake sugar cookies. And another piece to notice are party candles. How many times are you going to have that surprise birthday party and you forget the candles? Well, Jennifer's got them right here at Lake Geneva Pie Company. And for those who don't like cake, even better.
Yep.
Get the pie. Well, let's go ahead and join Robert again for some
Okay.
tasting.
Wonderful.
So Jennifer, talk to me about what we've got here.
Well, I have some French silk for the slice. I have apple crumb for you both to try, and then some of our wonderful chocolate chip cookies, which my daughter loves.
Well, let's start with the fruit. Talk to me about some of the ingredients that you use and about the crusts and how you make this pie.
Basically, it's flour, sugar, and fruit. That's all that's in the pies. There's cinnamon because of the apple crumb, but as far as all the other fruit pies, that's basically what's in there. And we do have a zero trans fat pie. There's
Wow.
zero trans fat for our fruit pies. Yep.
That's absolutely delicious. Now, do you sell slices here?
I started bringing them up.
Okay.
So I'm going to probably just test the waters, see how many different flavors I need, but probably try to keep a flavor a day, every other day, something like that.
Super. So people can come in and, like I said, just get
Get
a
a
nice
slice.
large slice to take home.
Don't feel so guilty with the rest of the pie sitting on the shelf.
I think I'm gonna buy one of those after the interview.
I've got a few.
Now, how about the French silk? Let's
Oh,
or
it's-
chocolate pie.
French silk, yep.
Okay.
It is different from the chocolate cream. It is more like a chocolate mousse consistency.
Ooh.
So versus the chocolate cream. And this one is really good. And we also do the French silk in
Wow.
a peanut butter French silk. Oh, it's like huge Reese's Pieces. It is so yummy.
Wow. You're right. The texture of it is a little more mousse. It just melts in your mouth.
It's yummy. Very
good.
creamy.
Buttery crust. And then you've got this delicious chocolate frozen on top of the whipped cream. Wow. I'm going to have to put the fork down or I'm going to devour this on camera. Now the cookies. Robert, go ahead and
Try a cookie.
let's try this out. Ooh. One for everybody.
Wow.
Those are definitely one of the favorites, the
gosh.
chocolate chip cookie.
Buttery, chocolate, soft,
The right amount of love. You got to have the perfect
the
amount
right
of
amount
love
of
in
love. Absolutely perfectly golden brown on all sides.
I feel like I haven't had dessert like this in a while. It's so good.
there. Oh, good. Thank
I could-
you.
Yes, I could buy like all this. Enjoy.
You're going to have to do a lot of walking while you do that, okay?
You can certainly tell, Jennifer, that you and your family put a lot of love into this business.
We do.
Inside Lake Forest talks to a lot of multi-generational family businesses, and you are another great addition to our community.
Thank you.
You can see the success from family businesses when they've been here for year over year, and you're just another example. So welcome,
Thank you.
and thank you for being a part of the show today.
Yes. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jennifer.
Thank you, Robert.
Thank you for watching Inside Lake Forest. As you know, today I've been with Jennifer and Robert interviewing Lake Geneva Pie Company. We've tasted some delicious desserts. Stop in for lunch or a take and bake. You won't regret it.